Hello friends, actually I have been uh, doing some videos recently in Postgres. So I got some people asked me who I am. Actually I am having around 20 years of experience in data scripting, programming as architect, as solution architect, like that. Also currently I am a consultant in data. I mean, actually, we don't actually differentiate between data and big data. Only when the things come up, that is usually what happens is we have a lot of data. Recently, I was working with large database like Twitter. There is a recent one, 2 terabytes or something like that. I know people are working with something like 20 petabytes of data or something, very large projects like that. But my projects are something like 2 terabytes or something nearby that. Usually migrations, some are designing. I mean, designing they are and architecting the solutions like that. So this is my brief introduction to me. Well, okay, this one, what we will try to do is we'll think about using JSON. Why Postgres is actually having so much JSON interest? Because lot of users have confusion between moving to more JSON processor like MongoDB. I mean, they have few incoming JSON data, which it may be have actually very huge data, but they have few very few JSON data coming in, and actually they don't want to go for other processors because so that in this case what happens is JSON is actually able to process all these things uh, much better when compared to other JSON processors. So here what we'll try to do is we'll try to understand how to use JSON in Postgres. As you know, Postgres is one of the best relational database systems that you can get. Uh, so let's what exactly actually how to create a JSON uh, field in a table that we'll see, because here actually you can see we have created a table cars, okay, with the primary key and attribute. Just two attribute, two columns are there. One is the primary key and the other one is JSONB data column. This is the attributes, is actually a data column where that's the attribute of the cars. So how to insert data? It is normally actually you can see I have inserted, I am using a nested JSON structure here. You see this nested JSON structure, but two nested JSON structures we are having. So we are trying to insert all these things into the newly created, that is the we are going to create one like this. Okay, so already we created that one. Now we are trying to insert the data into this. Okay, so what happens is, as I told you, this is a nested JSON data we have inserted. We are having name as, this is a car which name is as actually Nexon. Engine is having fuel, a few attributes like fuel, diesel. The CC is on also 500, cylinders is 4, power is 110 PS, and four-wheel drive false. Transmission is 6-speed AMT, dimension is length, width, ground clearance, like that. Okay, coming down, actually, just like all other tables, we can index it on attributes. We are actually using GIN indexing. Okay, using GIN indexing, we are indexing the attributes. Okay, we have actually inserted it twice. Okay, so we are creating another index based on the name. If I want to find I am having multiple names. I want to actually, okay, for the time being, you do this. Okay, so already we are having currently 3 records, and we are actually indexing based on the name. Suppose we want to find the number of records inside this. We can actually, since there is very less data, we can even give select count also is okay. See, we are having 3 records here. Okay, we have indexed based on attributes and attribute name. We have given 2 names, that is, one is Nexon and the other one is Creta. Both are actually very popular cars. If you want to select dimensions of a car, you can select it like this, because currently we haven't changed dimensions, even though it will be different for Creta and Nexon. We haven't changed anything here in the dimensions. We have only changed colors. If we want to create an index based on the color, that we can do. That is same thing, but what we have to give is color. We have given it in a color also. So suppose I want to find out. I mean, we'll come to this later, because we are discussing it on part by part. So we want to find out just width of the cars. Then we can find it like this. Only the width of the cars. We haven't changed any parameter here. That's why it is showing the same data everywhere. Again, actually we can display as JSON object. Actually here you can see the data type that is displayed. Dimensions width. I want again to uh, have your attention here. What we are trying to do. This will actually find out, or this will list, actually not find out. This will list JSON object. Dimensions will list the JSON object. Sorry, JSON object dimension. Sorry, yeah. So this is the JSON object for dimension. Dimension is actually an inner JSON object for attributes column. Again, this is also JSON object, but it is width only for the cars. See, this is also JSON object. Suppose we want actually to find the text. What we will do, we want to find the text of dimensions, or we want to find the text for width. What we have to do is like this. So now what happens is it is converted as text. See, everything is shown as text. Earlier it was JSON object. Now it is text. Suppose we want everything as to be cast into integer. Okay, this is what we have to do. Or number. Yeah, it is converted to integer. See this, everything is integer values. Again, we can give the whole JSON as a text also. For various reasons that happens. Everything is again text. Now I want to find, see, I am actually trying to find based on names of the car. So we have already created what name of the car, index based on the name of the car. That is what we are trying to find. These are the, because we inserted Nexon twice, so it is listed twice. So we want to find Creta, like Creta. Again I want to find width is actually greater than 1800. Actually we haven't changed anything, so it will actually list all the three. All the three are listed. This numeric. Okay, we are converting here. We converted to integer. Here it is numeric. Both are okay. Again, when we come down, we want to select based on attribute availability. Four-wheel drive attribute. If four-wheel drive attribute is available or not. Again, four-wheel drive is available everywhere. Attributes available. But suppose we want to change, we don't want four-wheel drive, because we will actually delete this one and insert one more, maybe auto. Car name is auto. Instead of Arctic silver and all, just plain white. Okay, this is that. Again we insert. Now actually there is 4 records here. And name like Creta will actually return 1. See, car is Creta. I like means, this here I like means ignore case. Okay, and suppose I want okay, we'll come to that later. Yeah, so actually only one car is not having four-wheel drive attribute. Okay, now what happens, again it is showing 3. Suppose I want to see if auto is available here. It is available here. You can see auto is there. Auto is there. Name is auto, and actually we are not changing any other, but there will be a lot of changes here. color white, dimension is there, transmission is there. Okay. Again, only one car, so it is showing only one car without a four-wheel drive attribute. It is showing if width is available, dimension width is available, which okay. Again, everywhere width is available. That's it. Color Arctic blue. Earlier we created an index for Arctic blue color. Okay, so that's what we are searching here. Arctic blue is actually two Arctic blue is there. That both Nexon is having Arctic blue colors. Again, we are going to find this one. This is actually we are trying to compare JSON objects. Earlier, we are trying to do based on text searches. Now, actually, we are trying to compare based on JSON objects. So, here you can see we are using this particular symbol for comparing JSON objects. Earlier, what we are trying to do was we are comparing if to find out if a particular attribute is to list all rows with this particular four-wheel drive available, then we'll use the question mark to compare based on the string. That is, to compare the text, we'll use double greater than symbol like this. Okay. Again, if we want, again it is JSON based searches. So again we are using @ greater than symbol. See? Don't clear is here. We actually didn't change much on this one, so we can actually change color red. Here we have used the comparison operator again. That also you have to note. This is Arctic blue, only cars with Arctic blue color. Actually, next one is coming. So suppose we want to find distinct. What we have to do? Find distinct star is available, but only when we have very less data. This should be used. Distinct attributes. See, distinct attributes you are getting. Earlier, what happened is actually we are having primary key and attributes. So primary key is different. So what happens is we will be able to see both the columns. So we are seeing only distinct attributes. Again, we are actually trying to find based on JSON objects color red. no, color is white. Okay. Okay. Suppose we want to find out only the color, what are the colors available, then we can display that. Arctic blue, Arctic silver, and white. These are the three colors available. We can actually give here also. We can give instead of if we have, because since we are using equal to lot, that means we can use normal indexing as well. Okay. That also will work in some cases. If you want to find out cars with white color, okay, then instead of in, just giving on cars like this. Not easy. Just give this. And also it will work perfectly. This is useful for this type of searches. Color equal to white, something like that. This is very useful. Yeah, yeah, friends. Actually, that's all. You can actually make comments. You can even post what is your expectation, next expectation from me, like that. Thanks and bye. Please like and subscribe.